no numbers, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today, Freemers, we are back with another Free Realm Summarize video. This time around, I want to discuss the writing of the channel. But before we do that, I want to discuss Luck of the Draw. So, this whole video, I just want to talk about this first thing that I ever started to write. And I know it's kind of weird now because the only reason I'm doing this is because we are officially done with writing. I'm never going to do it again because, boy howdy, if any of you writers out there, writing is hard. But what's harder about writing, it's not the thought process of everything. It's not the adding images to what you're doing to get a visual. For me, it was fixing grammar errors and mistakes and all that sort of stuff, and just revising everything I had wrote. So what I ended up doing, and the reason why the Realm War got done this month, I finished the Realm War in like with what I had left. I finished it 2 days into December, I believe. But no, the whole reason I took so long on the Realm War getting it done was because I noticed something, like, as I was... It was weird, because, like, basically I had gotten an old YouTube account back, and I was able to go through that stuff, and I ended up, like... It's a whole little story, but basically I wanted to fix descriptions, thumbnails, titles, you name it. And I went and did this, and I was like... I looked at my writing, and I was like, oh, something's wrong here. I need to fix all of this. And yeah, man, so the reason I took so long on the Realm War is because I went back and revised Luck of the Draw, Summarize Stories, and of course the Realm War, because I had to fix stuff there too. I wouldn't dude, it took so long to get this done. Like, revising all of your past work. Keep in mind, this was over 200 pages, which is, it's so much, dude. But yeah, it took a lot, and we're gonna actually look at Luck of the Draw because I haven't shown you guys the new look of this. So, just like the Realm War, Luck of the Draw, Summarize Stories, the Realm War, they all have both a cover page. So this, and they also have a like a back page. So there's a front page and there's a back page. So a back cover and a front cover. Luck of the Draw, an illustrated novel. Luck of the Draw, a group of 4 heroes known as the Realm Keepers, vow to defend the realm from dark forces in Sacred Grove. So yeah, kind of a basic, like, hey, if you want to know what the book's about, can read the back, although it's at the end of this, so it's a little weird. But I did actually think of making I thought about making what, a physical version of all of these stories, so like Luck of the Draw, Summarize Stories, and the Realm War. But the more I thought about it, I was like, that's a lot of work. And you know, I put enough work into writing all of this. Now, what I wanted to discuss about Luck of the Draw, besides the revisions, is... Goodness gracious. Sorry. I did a lot of talking for the Realm War, so my voice is a little gone. But, no, so for Luck of the Draw, the whole reason I started writing this, it wasn't because anyone told me to or gave me the idea of, like, you should write your own lore. And I was like, no one ever told me to write this. I did it of my own volition because, you know, I started the YouTube channel, basically just, you know, the Kyle Freem's channel. And, you know, I had the idea of writing my own version of, like, basically a better story of characters in Free Realms. And that started with the Realm Keepers. Because, like, you know, all the pieces were there. I wanted to find a way to connect them better and write a really good story, and I did. I ended up doing that, and it came out really well. Like, genuinely, like, I think I made something really good. I do. And the funny thing is about the revisions is both the Realm War, Samurai Stories, Luck of the Draw, I made a better version of, like, I basically cut it down to, I think this was at like 200 and some pages. I cut it down to 199, which is still a lot, but yeah, man, I am really glad that I went through, fixed everything, made things better. It's a lot, man. This is a huge... Luck of the Draw was the first thing I wrote, and it was a huge story to, like, try and fix. Like, I fixed imagery, man. I fixed everything about this whole thing, which is crazy. And would I do it again? No. No, I would not. I would definitely, I would not redo all of this, because, dude, I had to fix so many images. I basically had to make it into the thumbnail size that I usually do for my thumbnails, and it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work to do, to both fix all the text, fix all the imagery. There's a lot, man. But I think at the end of the day, like, I am really happy that I fixed Luck of the Draw. Now, while what's different about Luck of the Draw and Sunrise Stories is the Realm War has a lot of images in it, like a lot of reference points, like for visuals. And I realized while doing Luck of the Draw, you know, cutting down on the images, it's interesting because there's not a lot of images in Luck of the Draw. Only the stuff like you need to see. Like, if I were to go back and put more images in this, I don't know if I would, because I feel like it's not needed. I mean, I don't know, maybe some AI here and there, but, like, it's not really needed. Like, I'd rather have all this text here that you gotta read, and that's that, you know? I think Luck of the Draw has come a long way from, like, its early days. I think I made this in 2022, I think. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not really 100% on that. Could have been 2021, but I think it was 2022 or 23. It had to have been 2022, because 2023 is when I wrote Sunrise Stories. But it's interesting that, like, I wrote all of these books within a year. Like, even, like, I didn't go to college, you know, to know how to write. I know how to write. Maybe I don't do it correctly. Maybe. But I did everything. Like, I did everything right. I really do think I did. So what if I didn't go to college? I wrote 3 books in 3 years. Dude, someone who went to college probably would take 2 years to write a book. Like, I genuinely think, you know, I didn't do the impossible, but genuinely, like, I did a lot here, man, with Luck of the Draw. And of course, Luck of the Draw led to me creating music, which we are going to talk about. Like, it led me to creating some music for Free Realm Sunrise, and you know, I wouldn't have done this if, you know, I didn't find out about Free Realm Sunrise. I wouldn't have. Think about that, Freemers. You wouldn't have any of this if I hadn't joined the community and found out about the game coming back. I think, to me, that speaks a lot about how far we've come in the community as, like, a whole. I don't know, man. I think I did something really cool with Luck of the Draw. I think it was, like, it was so much fun to write. I had so much inspiration writing it. There was just a lot to it that I loved writing about. I'm super proud of it, and I think, you know, if for any other game I wouldn't write about, because, you know, I thought about with the game I played, Destiny, I thought about writing lore there, and I'm like, well, I don't know, that's kind of like, I don't know if I would do that, but still, I do think, like, this was really inspired. And then also you think back to, you think about Palia, like, Palia was a game, like, or was a game, is a game that I really do like. I really do like Palia, and I thought about writing lore for it, but I'm like, the thing is, the game is in early access, there's not a ton of lore. I did think about a story I could have wrote about it, but it's like, I wouldn't do it, just because there's more with Free Realms that I like in its lore than I do with Palia. Palia's lore is interesting, don't get me wrong, but like, there's so much you can do with Free Realms, and I did everything I could with Free Realms, like writing my own set of lore, making things make sense, piecing things together that most people wouldn't. And yeah, and even though, like, you know, it's a lot, like this is a lot. This whole chapter, I wrote more in Luck of the Draw than I did in anything else. Like, you know, I wrote a lot in the Realm War and Sunrise Stories, but dude, you could tell when I wrote this, I was so inspired, man. I really was. And there's a lot of text in it too. There's like more text than in anything else, and I think that's a huge thing. But yeah, man, I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of it all coming together, and not even like, the thing I liked about Luck of the Draw, besides the characters and the story I made around the characters, is I like tying in the sunset. I thought that was really interesting. Like, I tied this in, and I didn't know if it was going to work, but I made it work. And then, of course, I made time pass. The sunrise happens, and, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how I made everything all kind of tie in together, but, more importantly, the introducing all the new areas. I thought that was super cool, because these were areas that never made it into Free Realms, and we're probably going to at some point. Dude, like, introducing Glimmerdeep as the Hobgoblin home land, the home realm, right? And then, of course, jumping to Lavender Coast, making it all about pirates and characters that were like in Free Realms. Like, I did a lot with it. I think I didn't. You know what? If these realms were to be in the game now, I think I do think SOE would have approved and would have been like, yeah, that works. Because I don't know what they would have done, honestly. I think I did a pretty good job. But also, this gives people an opportunity to picture what all of this would have been like in Free Realms if Free Realms was still around. And then, of course, the biggest one I think that I introduced here was Silver Hills, the land of the elves. I don't know, man. I think I did a really good job in writing Silver Hills, and obviously, Silver Hills plays pretty big into Sunrise Stories and the Realm War. The Realm War is a huge part of where Silver Hills takes place, but yeah, man. And then obviously there wasn't really, I did, like, with Black Forest and all, I thought I created a pretty good idea there with, like, it's a really weird foresty place, and it's where slugs and snails live. It's where, what's her name? Forgot her name. It's where is she? Oh, where's the name? I know I put it. Kragara. I made this Kragara's home realm because she travels all over, you know? And then, of course, I didn't end this story happily, although maybe I should have, but no, I ended this story sad. I the whole end of the realm, luck of the draw for those who don't know, by the way, spoiler warning, everyone dies for the most part. The only people that don't die are obviously like people who weren't in Black Forest. It's only the people that are here. But I think I did a really good job in building the end of the story, and like, yeah, and obviously then you got the epilogue as well, which I thought I did a really good job building as well. Because it literally is like, here's what happens after. And yeah, man, I didn't know if I was going to do Sunrise Stories. Sunrise Stories kind of happened, and I do want to talk about that more in depth in another video. But anywho, that's going to be the video for today. But thank you guys for watching. If you did, as always, I appreciate it a ton. And I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.